Hi there, Presley here. Death Stranding 2 has already been unofficially confirmed. There will be no cryptic marketing in the lead up to an official announcement. When asked about Death Stranding in a recent interview, Norman Reedus stated that they just started part 2 of that. Let's have a look at things Death Stranding 2 must include. Death Stranding 2 must have a new setting. The first game was set across the USA. The next game needs to be set in an exciting new location. This could include new landscapes, such as a desert. A desert setting would introduce a whole new set of mechanics. This could include a hydration system and sandstorms. Anyone familiar with my channel knows that I love a good sandstorm. These could degrade equipment faster and reduce visibility. Another interesting location would be a tropical island with jungles or rainforests. This setting could include sea travel. There could be various small islands where you have to fabricate rafts to get to. Death Stranding 2 should also include more interior locations. The first game was set entirely in exterior locations. Apparently, over 80,000 people live in Mountain Knot City. The next game should allow players to explore the bunkers. Part of the story should be to rebuild the overground cities. To put it simply, Death Stranding 2 should make the world feel more alive. This could be done by adding more NPCs to interact with. The game could even include animals. The world could also benefit from random events, like in Red Dead Redemption. Death Stranding 2 must have a range of new things to fabricate. This should include new types of vehicles. There could be hover vehicles to easily get over rough terrain. And as mentioned before, if there is oversea travel, there could be different types of rafts. Other types of travel could include the human catapult. This would be a homage to Metal Gear Solid 4, though Sam would also need a parachute to stick the landing. New things to fabricate could include building type structures. This would allow players to recreate settlements or small facilities. Another great new addition would be unique weapons. These could be one-of-a-kind weapons found from exploration or rewards for defeating bosses. Anyone familiar with my channel knows that I love a good unique weapon or item from defeating a boss. Other new items could include traps for enemies or repair kits for repairing items and cargo. Death Stranding 2 could benefit from new types of deliveries. For example, bounty hunting person deliveries. These missions could involve hunting a fugitive. Players would have the option to either knock them out or kill them and then transport them back. Obviously, to get an S rank, they must be brought back alive. There could also be specific types of driving missions. Death Stranding did have excellent driving mechanics. In these missions, players might have to outrun or even race other porters to the destination. These would make fantastic action sequences, with car chases and ramming other vehicles off the road. Additionally, Death Stranding 2 should have side quest lines. The only real side mission line in the first game were the pizza deliveries. The next game should have more of this. Each facility should have their own storyline, which is not part of the main story. Speaking of story, Norman Reedus referred to the second game as Part 2. Because of this, fans should expect the story to follow on from where Death Stranding left off. The central theme of the first game was connecting the continent. Death Stranding 2 should task players with connecting a different continent. For example, Europe. This could include locations such as London, Paris, Rome, Venice, Prague, or Budapest. Or is it Budapest? The game could then make each main location feel completely different. Alternatively, Africa or Asia would be extremely interesting. These continents have diverse landscapes of deserts, rainforests, savannas, and mountain ranges. Death Stranding 2 should also include more A-list actors. Hideo Kojima recently tweeted a silhouette of a woman with the words "Who am I?" Apparently this mystery has already been solved and it's Elle Fanning. It could also be Margaret Qualley, who played Mama. Who do you think it could be? Let me know in the comments. I would personally like to see Ana de Armas make an appearance in the game. Likewise, Benedict Cumberbatch would make a great villain. The next game should also have more cutscenes instead of dialogue exposition from holograms. It should also avoid unnecessary mini cutscenes where possible. For example, players should not have to press skip 4 times after entering a private room. An added bonus would be a secret ending. This should only be triggered by a combined effort of everyone on a server. Similar to Metal Gear Solid 5's secret nuclear disarmament ending. Before I move on to the next point, I would just like to say if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to Prez1990 for more gaming videos. An interesting gameplay mechanic for Death Stranding 2 would be in-game choices with actual consequences. At the end of Death Stranding, it seemed that there was a choice for players to make. However, one choice leads to game over, so you have to choose the right option. Death Stranding 2 should include many choices throughout the game that impact the playthrough. This could be accompanied with factions. Players should have the option to choose a side between rival facilities. Whatever facility the player decides to choose should have its pros and its cons. Death Stranding 2 could be vastly improved if there was a day and night cycle. This could include missions that can only be done at certain times of the day. To add to this, mule and terrorist camps could have less enemies during the night. Stealth missions would be easier at nighttime as players would have the option to hide in the darkness. A small quality of life improvement would be to give the main character an MP3 player. This way players could listen to interviews or music as they're playing. Another quality of life improvement would be giving players the option to create loadouts. Players will then have the option to select their specified loadout depending on the mission requirements. This will simplify the sometimes tedious preparation process. Death Stranding 2 should also remove unnecessary features that were present in the first game. For example, the boot degradation. No one will play Death Stranding 2 and say, I miss having to replace my boots. When you have a game manual that is hundreds of pages long, you might want to prioritize what is actually necessary. A bonus point for all the trophy hunters out there would be if the game had a greater range of trophies. There are 59 bronze trophies, 2 silver trophies, and only 1 gold trophy in Death Stranding. There should be at least a few more gold and silver trophies to give the trophy pack a better ratio. And there you have it, things that Death Stranding 2 must include. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to Prez1990 for more gaming videos. All that's left for me to say is take care, and I'll see you in the next video.